All right. Hey guys, welcome back to Girl Gone Wild. Happy Friday. I hope you all are having a great day. We are going to be doing a pretty quick, hopefully, live stream today. Chantal has posted like 5 hours worth of live streams this past day, and I just did not have the time to watch all of them. So I kind of skimmed through them and tried to get the highlights together. And we're just going to go through the highlights of them via Twitter and her community page tab and just kind of taking it from there. So, yeah, I'm sorry that it's not going to be a full detailed reaction video today, but I'm sure you guys understand. Let's see who's in here. Crab Apples, what's up? Cups by Julia, Tiny Walnuts, and Rakeem. Thank you, Rakeem. Are you done doing videos? No, and I'm sorry there hasn't been a lot of videos this week. I started the live streams and I kind of have been practicing with that, and I have been limited on time. So when I have a busy week, it is easier to do the live streams, and I do like the live streams, and I can kind of do them on a whim. Whereas like editing videos and getting it all together and processing them, it takes longer. So yeah, don't worry guys. The videos are still coming. I'm just playing around with a few things. It's a new channel, so yeah, I'm still definitely doing videos. You like my late night live streams? I love those too, except they really mess with my sleep schedule, but it's worth it. So yeah, there will be more of those to come. Yeah, she went live really late last night, so I was like, there's no way. I was so tired. Oh, thank you, Mad Indifference. Good to see everybody. But the late night lives, they're so much fun. So much fun. It's so great to hang out with other insomniacs, other girl world insomniacs nonetheless. So yeah. But all right, let's go ahead and jump right into things here. I'm going to start sharing my screen. First things first, Chantal did a community tab post. Let me see if I can get this up here. How are we going to work this? Okay, I guess I'll just do this. We'll see if that works. Okay, I guess we'll do it this way. All right, so let me know as usual with the audio. I'm still kind of trying to hone that in a little bit. And sometimes I get people saying that they can't hear the video. So if that's the case, let me know in the chat and I will definitely try to work on that. Hi, DJ Ray. I've really dialed back my own hours the last 2 weeks down from 80 hours a week to 60. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's still 60 hours a week. That's a lot. You definitely need a break, I'm sure. I know, I need to get my shit together. Leave me alone. All right, let's get right into this. So, yeah, here is her. Yeah, I do need to get my shit together. Now I can't even. Did I not? Okay, here it is. Okay, so these are the two live streams from last night. Well, no, I think one was this morning, my time. I'm not even sure. But it was Hi There and French Food in Bangkok. Now, from what I could tell, there was a whole lot of nothing in this 5 hours of live streams. It was insane. Like, it was so boring. So I was like, there's no way that we're going to sit through 5 hours of just nonsense. But there were a couple highlights, and one of them was in her community page tab. Uh, she is pissed. Let me get this. Okay. So this was 13 hours ago. She says, so checked in to see if Girl World was burning, and here's what I found. LOL. Wow. I think the underground support group is in need of a psychiatrist. And no, Lisa Manning cannot fill in as one. Like, you all need actual psychiatric help. This group of grown women are mothers, etc., and it's always about the mothers, right? She always has to pick on that. And find me uninteresting, but spend hours every morning with their coffees and talking about how I use the washroom. Well, okay, here's the thing is that Yeah, Chantel is uninteresting in and of herself, like her content and her spending 5 hours talking about absolutely nothing and sealing on the bed and eating. That in itself is, yes, very boring and uninteresting. But the decisions that she makes and the life path that she has chosen for herself is interesting. That's personally why I watch. I can't speak for everyone. But the fact that she's like in Thailand right now and is refusing to admit it's a visa run, refusing to admit that it's a scam marriage that she's in, willing to do the absolute most in order to, portray that to the world that she has a man and that she is loved by a man. Yeah, that's interesting to me personally. I mean, I find I've said this before, I find the psychology behind it very interesting. And so, yeah, that part is interesting. Chantal herself, yeah, she's boring, very boring. But anyway, they spend hours every morning with their coffees and talking about how I use the washroom. You claim someone else is obsessed with shit, but you spoke about shit in detail for 45 minutes. Now, I don't know what they talked about on that stream. I have no idea. But she says that we claim someone else is obsessed with shit. No, no, Chantal. We don't claim that. We did not make that up out of thin air, okay? Your so-called husband is obsessed with shit. That's a fact. We just find it funny. We just point it out. Okay. And even after the fact that his weird fascination with poop came out with the whole Kaiella thing, which there's an update from Kaiella too, by the way. I'll show that here in a minute. The fact that that came out, that's not our fault. We're not the ones who want to shit on people. We're not the ones who enjoy getting farted on in the mouth. We have no interest in that. I'm sure 99% of us, I'm sure. So, yeah, we're not claiming he's obsessed with poop. He is obsessed with poop. And even after all that came out between him and Kybella, he still chooses to talk about shit every chance he gets. He talks about wanting to poop on your ex-boyfriend, Natter. He talks about wanting to poop on other people and have other people lick toilets. He calls other people turds, like, oh lordy, it's Jordy. He was saying his new nickname is what is it? Oh lordy, it's Turdy, which is stupid because it doesn't even rhyme. Jordy and Turdy do not rhyme. So anyway, yeah, we're not the ones claiming that, Chantal. That's your husband. Take it up with him. She's always getting mad at everyone else for her husband's deviancy. Yeah, that's not our fault. That's not our problem. We did not make that up. We talk about him being obsessed with shit because he is. But anyway, so they spoke about shit, I guess, in detail for 45 minutes. Okay. Also, claims I hate women, but has an entire channel for fat women. Seems like you hate yourself since you are also overweight. Again, I can only speak for myself on this matter. I don't have a problem with Chantal's weight. I think it speaks to her psychology. I think it speaks to her mental illness. The fact that she's 400 plus pounds and refuses to do anything about it. I think that ties into her self-esteem issues and her childhood trauma and her lack of motivation, lack of self control, all these things that kind of make her who she is. But for the simple matter of her being fat, like, I don't care. I don't care what someone weighs. I try not to go for the low blows of, oh my God, look how big her stomach is. And oh, look at her butt. And, look at her double chin. I try to stay away from that stuff. It's low blows. To me, it's not that funny. But it does play a part in her personality. It does play a part in who she is, obviously, and she talks about it a lot. So I would like to see her get healthy. I don't want, I don't wish bad health on anybody. And to watch somebody who is in like the full swings of an addiction like that, and I do think food addiction is a real thing. Like, I don't like seeing that. I'm not a monster. I would hope she would get the help she needs to work that stuff out for herself. Let me check in on the chat real quick. I get paranoid that you guys can't hear me or can't see me. Oh my gosh, am I not sharing my screen? Wow. I'm so sorry, you guys. You were right. Whoever said I need to get my shit together, I'm glad I checked. How was I not sharing? Hold on. Was I sharing? No, I wasn't, was I? I don't know how. Oh, I guess I think I might have clicked stop sharing. Whoopsies. Okay, we're back on track now, though. Anyway, also claims I hate women, but has an entire channel for fat women. Or already went over that. Seems like you hate yourself since you are also overweight. Claims I don't like. They claim I don't even like female cats, yet I've had one for 21 years and have one now. Yeah, I don't know what it was about them claiming she doesn't like female cats. Personally, I think her relationship with Julia is very strange. And I think she projects a lot onto that cat, which I find really weird. I think that one of the reasons why she doesn't want to get that cat fixed and why that cat is not fixed yet is not because she is lazy. I mean, that certainly plays a part in it. And she's broke too, but she could afford to get Julia fixed. Yeah, that plays a part in it. But honestly, I really think that she is like projecting her infertility insecurity onto that cat. And I think part of her thinks, well, maybe I can breed her later. You know, maybe I can get away with not having people know about it. Maybe I can get her pregnant and, keep it offline because of her own insecurity with infertility and how badly she wants to get pregnant and have a baby, not for the baby's sake, but to, again, I said this in the last live stream. She wants to have that social status of being a mother, of having a man love her enough to breed with her. And, the child, the actual child in itself would be a second thought, would be a afterthought, way afterthought. She would hate being a mother. Are you kidding me? So yeah, I think the whole cat thing, I don't know what they were saying about it on this stream, but I think it's all about projecting her own insecurity onto the cat, which I don't have to say is really fucking weird. Really fucking weird. Okay, but anyway, where do they even come up with this BS anymore? LOL. Sorry, girl world is boring and you all are losing your minds even more. But this is getting funny now. I'm sorry, but if you are over 25 and you enjoy listening to this, you need some self growth. Also, drop the Cartman voice. It's not cutesy, it's stupid and annoying. LOL. Well, another pre-rage community page tab post from Foodie Beauty. She does this all the time. I'm surprised it's not deleted yet. I'm actually impressed that she hasn't deleted this yet. But I think why she's been more controlled in Thailand with her rages is I'm almost positive she has a warning from YouTube. Because you guys remember when she did that live stream somewhat recently, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was deleted for violating TOS on YouTube? Yeah, well, the way that system works on YouTube is that if you get one violation, your first one is a warning, for those of you who don't know. And then you get a strike, and then after 3 strikes, your channel is deleted. Well, that warning kind of works as a strike, but you're not prevented from live streaming or posting. That only happens with a strike. So a lot of people were wondering when that got taken down if she was going to be able to stream and whatnot. Oh yeah, that was right before she left to Thailand. And she wasn't prevented from streaming, but that just is further proof it was a warning. It was a warning that she got, and if she were to get one more of those, that would be a strike, and she would be prevented from streaming and posting for a week. So I think that's why she has been keeping her mouth shut and keeping her rages to a minimum, is because she doesn't want to get a strike on her channel. And that the warnings do not expire for 90 days. So she pretty much has to keep her mouth shut for 90 days, and that sucks for us because that means no rages. That's what I think's going on. I could be wrong about that, but yeah. Anyway, that was her little community page post, and yeah, she's pissed. She's in that hotel room alone in Thailand, and it turns out that's what we're going to go over next is she might have to extend her stay. She is effectively trapped in Thailand right now from the sounds of it. Let me go ahead and get that going here. Right, crab apples, absolutely. Yeah, it's a huge responsibility. Let me stop sharing just for a second. Did she really? She called Julia big back? What a bitch. What a bitch. Okay, yeah, but it is a huge responsibility, but she doesn't care about that part. If she were to have a kid, it would probably be taken away in a matter of weeks from social services or whatever Kuwaiti government thing is in charge of that. So, thank goodness we don't have to worry about that, and she can only neglect cats and gerbils, which is bad enough, but oh, and that, yeah, D, I totally agree. Maybe she's not raging because she's staying high. Absolutely, yeah. That's what helps her have some of that self-control for sure, is because she's just so high all the time, obviously. But okay, let's get into the next part. She'll rage anyway. I don't know, she's trying. She is trying her best not to. And all I was saying is that is why I think she's trying. Will we get a rage? I think before the time is up in Thailand, she's going to lose it, especially if she does end up getting either denied or further postponed there. And can you imagine if she gets denied, completely denied her visa status in Kuwait? That would be great. And honestly, it would be for the best. As much as I dislike Chantal as a person, it's so clear from an outsider's perspective what would be the best case scenario here, and that would be her going back to Canada. You know, unfortunately, though she has made such bad decisions when it comes to that, she sold her car. She's not keeping good relationships with the people she knows in Canada. You know, her and Pete's don't talk a whole lot, from my understanding. Her and her family don't talk a whole lot, from my understanding. And yeah, I mean, she really has nothing to go back to at this point. The one thing that could really kind of help her even get footing out there would be her car, you know, because she can't even go live without that car. That was like her office space when she went to Canada because, you know, her mom doesn't want her streaming from her house. At least that's what the rumor mill says. And, or maybe that has been confirmed. I'm not sure. Anyway, her selling her car like that, and maybe the car got repossessed too. That could be a possibility because, you know, she still owed money on it. So maybe she wasn't able to keep up with those payments, plus the payments for the car in Kuwait, plus all the red room fees. You know, that stuff adds up. So yeah, it's like, I I don't know. I don't know what happened with Kia, but man, that was a bad decision on her part to let that Kia go because she's she is really very much trapped right now, either in Thailand physically and in Kuwait. She really has no other option. Like even if she wanted to end things with Salah, which she doesn't, but even if she did, like she really is in a bad position right now. What would she do if she were to have to go back to Canada? I'm sure her mom would let her stay there, but you know, it'd be her sleeping on the couch and having no car to speak of, having no place to work from. It would be bad. When she finally has no choice to admit Salah broke up with her, she dumped him, she will have it. Oh, yeah, that will be the rages of all rages. When it happens, because it's not a matter of if it will happen. If she survives that long, there will be a breakup between them. And that will be the mother of all rages right there. Pete. P. I'm so glad we don't have to listen to that anymore. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is her talking about being trapped in Thailand. Now, I tried to find this in her damn live stream, okay? I tried to find the exact moment in her live that she said this. I could not find it. And like I said, I'm kind of short on time. So I got it from Twitter, and the Twitter video is like really tiny and you can barely see it, but hopefully you guys can see it well enough to get the point. But that's what we're going to watch it from, is on Twitter. And then we're going to go over some more stuff on Twitter. So, okay. Here's a bad seed filter photo. All right, this is the one. And let me know if you guys can't hear it. Hopefully the sound on Twitter works when I do it like this.
I'm still here, Drago, because I have a return date on my ticket. And I might have to, I'm going to change it though. If I do change it, it's going to be even longer. You know, the only I'm by an extra week. I don't know what I'm doing. Who cares? Let's just live in the now. The future's stressing me out. Yeah, because like, uh, I feel like I have to learn a lesson right now or something while I'm here. Like, how to be alone and not miserable. How to eat like like normal. Like, I feel like I have so many things to repair. I don't even know where to start.
Ah, okay, let me make sure you guys could hear that before I start talking about it and rambling about it. So, could you guys hear that? Yeah. Right. Okay, so with the whole Twitter clip there, she said that first of all, she says that she might have to extend her stay. Yeah, I know she's clearly just having the time of her life in Thailand. So she said she has to stay. Okay, good. Thank you guys. She said she has to might have to extend her stay in Thailand, which would mean, you know, she already has to be there for a month. So what is that? 5 weeks, 6 weeks she'll be there. And the funny thing is, the same exact thing happened last time she was in Thailand. They planned their trip, and then we don't know what happened because she lies so much. Something happened to where they could not go home at the planned time, and they had to extend their stay there. And they stayed for a long time. So it's like, didn't she learn from that? Didn't she think before going on this Thailand trip, like, huh, what if the same thing happens? What if I get denied altogether? What if I can't come back to Kuwait at all? But it's Chantal. She doesn't think ahead. Like she said, let's just live in the moment, you guys. The future is stressful. Let's just live here and bees on the bed and not worry about any of that stuff. Well, how is that working out for you, Chantal? How has that worked out in your life so far? Not well. Look at the state of your life right now. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. Fingers crossed they deny her visa entry altogether. That would be amazing. And personally, I don't see how they keep renewing her visa. Maybe it's because she's a white Western woman and she's spending her money in Kuwait. But like, they have to know that she's visa running over and over and over again. It's been, what, 2 years now? I guess they just let it slide. I've known people who go. I had a friend who lived in India, and he had to go on visa runs all the time, and he lived there for like 4 years, and they never said anything, so they just let him renew all the time. But with her health conditions and her income getting lower and lower and lower, I'm wondering if they'll just be like, you know what, she's more of a strain on our system than what she's worth. Let's just ship her ass back to Canada. Oh yeah, she absolutely will. She's gonna call him an abuser and a liar. And I think he is both of those things. I think they're both very abusive people. I think one of the reasons, a lot of people ask, like, what does Salah, like, what is he in this for aside from money? Like, the money can't be that important to him, right? I mean, it is. I think it is very important to him. I think he is allergic to work. I think he is bitch made through and through. I don't think he would ever work a day in his life if he didn't have to. And if that means shacking up with a 400-pound woman that's making pennies, so be it. He doesn't have to work. Okay. So I think that does play a huge role in it, but I also think that he likes having control over people. We saw the messages to Kaiella. We saw his sick fantasies and the way he likes to degrade women. Like, he gets off on that stuff. So I think that plays a huge part in it too. Why he likes having Chantal around to a point is because she's very easy to control. Like that, for an example, like that one time, and I don't know if she is still locked in the apartment when he leaves. I don't know. I think she may have gotten a key by now. But anyway, for the longest time, when he would go out in the middle of the night, she would be locked inside that apartment without any way to escape if needed. If there was a fire, if there was a health emergency, she was locked inside that apartment, and that was it. He did not care, because you needed a key to unlock the door, and she didn't have one. So I think he got off on that. I think he liked her being trapped in the apartment like that. I don't think he's like physically attracted to Chantal, but it's this is kind of a disturbing example. But like when a man assaults a woman in that way, it's not necessarily about the sex. It's about the power that that person has over another person. You know, that's why you hear those really disturbing stories of men who will go and like assault 80-year-old women in their homes, will break into their homes and assault them. It's not the physical attraction, it's the power they have over that person. So, you know, we know Salah is a sick fuck. He is so twisted. I think that's why he is still with her, that and the money. And, you know, she is an easy victim. She's such an easy victim. So yeah, but anyway, I'm going off on a little bit of a rant there. Oh, interesting, James. When she went out, she said she had to leave the door unlocked. Wow. That's crazy. So maybe she doesn't have a key. Yeah. If Salah broke up with her and spilled all the tea, he'd make tons of money. Yeah, if he had a monetized channel to do it on. I think she kind of learned her lesson with that, with Natter. Well, learned her lesson. She never learns her lesson. But or is his gaming channel monetized? I mean, he would know all the ins and outs of getting a channel monetized. So, yeah, I mean, he would have to have a monetized channel to do it on. Yeah, he would make tons of money from that. Chantal is too volatile and unpredictable to be left on the loose. It was one thing in Canada, but Salah probably knows her acting that way in Kuwait is a quick ticket to problems. Oh, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she can't run her mouth in Kuwait like she does in other places. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. Good to see you. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. So, anyway, let's move on, you guys. I don't even know where that started with. Um, but yeah, we'll move on to how long have I been watching Foodie? I've been watching since MVP days. You know, I don't know when I started. I knew of her for the longest time. I watched more ALR. I've been watching Amber for years and years, and I knew of Chantal, and I would kind of watch her sparingly. And then once all that stuff with Natter started happening, that's when I got really invested. He could, yeah, he could. Well, and we don't know how, you know, he probably knows the login information on Chantal's account. As far as we understand it, the money goes directly into his bank account because she can't have a Kuwaiti bank account. So, you know, he might just hijack her channel. That could very well be a possibility. And she's probably dumb enough to not put in any safeguards to prevent that. Yeah, James, I know. Right. Yeah, me too, me too. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move on though. I felt like there was other stuff I wanted to say on that, but we're kind of disorganized today. Am I still sharing? Yes, I am. Oh, this is good right here. This is really good, you guys. Okay, I'm gonna have to share my entire screen to do this, but we'll start here. Okay, so she suddenly got a mask, right? People were bugging her about having a mask on when she went outside because she's been so sick and coughing everywhere. And she kept saying, well, I don't have a mask. I don't have a mask. Not like they don't sell them everywhere, I'm sure, in an Asian country, especially where like masking is just kind of part of the culture there. But anyway, so recently there was a kind of a drama that went on between one of her watchers. Here, let me share this part because people are asking themselves, where did this mask come from? This mask just kind of came out of nowhere. Well, was he? Yeah, he's very much missed. Maybe he'll come back one day. Who knows? But anyway, let me not get sidetracked. Let's stop that one. Where did this mystery mask come from? Well, check this out. I'm sure some of you guys are aware of this. This was a message that was sent to her. There was someone in her chat recently saying, "Hey, they were someone who was kind of bugging her about the mask and she got annoyed and blocked them." Uh and this is a message that she sent to Chantal. After they were, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl, after they were blocked from the chat, they said, "This is mean. I spent an hour sitting here trying to figure out how to ship to Thailand. I bought you a mask, hand sanitizer, a roller cart for your 7-Eleven trips, makeup wipes, a depuffing face mask, that viral under eye depuff cream, fun lipsticks and lip liners to play with, cozy cooling pajamas, medicine safe for diabetics, cough drops, vitamin C drops, Kleenex, honey ginger lemon tea packets, and honey. All of this was to be overnight shipped, and all you did was say I was blocked when I asked you if you could makeshift a mask so you could keep other people safe too. How is that wrong? I was being nice. Well, I guess keep it and enjoy, even though you threw me away like trash for no reason." Now, a lot of people were wondering if this was someone that was trolling her. I have to say that care package is absolutely fantastic. That's what her husband should be doing for her. Why is a random stranger on the internet having to put together a care package to send you overnight to Thailand when you have a so-called loving husband? Oh, that's right. That's right. Silly me. I forgot. He doesn't give a shit about you, Chantal. But a random stranger on the internet is said to have sent all this really nice stuff for you. A roller cart for her 7-Eleven trips. Like, that is so thoughtful, because she has a hard time carrying all that stuff. And having a little roller cart to take with her. And those are not cheap at all. And, face depuffing stuff and lipsticks and cozy cooling pajamas. I want some cozy cooling pajamas. What the hell? So yeah, she was said to be sent all this stuff. Nobody really knew if this was a troll or if they really sent it, if someone was messing with her. But what do you know? What do you know? She pops up. When she said she did not have a mask anywhere, she suddenly appears with this red mask out of nowhere. She said she found this mask in the bottom of a bag or something like that. No, I don't think this was a troll. I do not think this was a troll at all. I think someone sent her this really nice care package. And not only does she block the person, and then the person tries to come back in her chat, she blocks them again after she has received the care package, and she denies receiving this care package. Totally denies it. I think there's a clip of it on Twitter here. Susan says, "I think that message is bullshit." That's what I thought at first too. And it could very well be that that was a troll message. But I find it too coincidental that she magically finds a mask at the bottom of her bag after the day that that care package is supposed to get to her hotel room. Yeah, if not a troll, extremely naive. Well, yeah, that's for sure. Yep, Beezers be having to learn the hard way. Well, yeah, this is who she is. I mean, I feel bad for the person, but at the same time I don't. Like, why the hell are you sending care packages to an animal abusing piece of shit? Sorry, not sorry. Like, what were you thinking? What, you thought she was going to thank you, give you a heartfelt thank you, and actually use the stuff you sent her? No. Oh yeah, the shipping, not to mention $200 care package and shipping. If someone really sent her, they need a psych eval. Well, yeah, I agree with you, Mermaid. I can imagine how much it would be to overnight a bit, because that would be a big package with the rolling cart and everything. That would be a huge package. We're probably talking hundreds and hundreds of dollars in shipping costs to overnight it to Thailand. She is so self-entitled and selfish to even thank people for their yeah, it's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Not only does she not thank them, she ignores them and blocks them and doesn't even acknowledge it. If that's really the case, maybe the mask really did just appear out of nowhere, materialize from thin air. I somewhat doubt that though. Exactly. It's such a specific item. You either have a mask or you don't. you know we're just supposed to believe that she just found it. No, I don't believe it. It was a troll. Look at the items included. Unbelievable. How was it a troll? What do you mean, Kelly Cat? Yeah, parasocial relationships are wild. Yeah, absolutely. It's dude, if you're gonna have a parasocial relationship, you choose Chantal out of all people to have one with. Like, no, yes, you're right. Psych eval is definitely needed. But anyway, let me play this clip just real quick before we move on here.
Nobody sent a care package. I think someone wanted to, but nobody sent a care.
I just don't. I think this was from the care package. I just do. That's my opinion. Nobody sent a care package. I mean, I think they wanted to. Like, she doesn't keep up with every single little thing that happens in Girl World. Give me a break. She knows exactly what people are talking about, and she probably received said care package. So, but anyway. Right. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't really see it as like troll items. I think those are really thoughtful things. That's like the ultimate care package for someone who's sick. You know, you get tea, you get cozy PJs, you get face depuffing stuff. How did anyone Oh, her location at that hotel, it was doxed like the second she got there. So, on the farms. And it's the same hotel she stayed in last time too, so. Right. That's the other thing, Jennifer, is that mask is a nice mask. It's not one you buy from like a corner store or from a 7-Eleven. I know it's kind of a small picture right here, but yeah, that's a very nice, well-made mask. Whether it's homemade or store-bought, like it looks homemade to me. But yeah, it's very nice. It's not something you just pick up at the corner store. Right. Yeah, it's nice color. Right there, we know it's not Chantel's decision, and it's stylish. Definitely not her doing. Oh, I absolutely agree. It's weird and inappropriate to do that to someone. Like, that's something her husband should be doing for her, like I said. But it's still very thoughtful. Like, I have to give them that. Whoever it is, it sounds like they're a caring person. Jennifer, yeah, I believe they sent it, and I'm as cynical as they come. Me too, Jennifer. That's exactly how I feel about it. I'm super cynical, but I believe it. I think that she got that damn care package, and when she turns off that camera, she's putting on those cozy PJs if they fit her. She's using, oh, that's the other thing, the face cream. Okay, I did hear her in one of these live streams very recently, either today's live stream or last night's live stream. She was talking all about how, oh, I need to go get face care products. Like, I forgot mine in Kuwait, blah, blah, blah. So if she pops up with face care products, you think that she's really going to go to the store and buy face care products? I don't think so. No. She's saying that, I think, because when she pops up putting on face care, and she already told everyone that she left her face care in Kuwait, when she pops up using it, she can be like, oh, yeah, guys, I remember I told you I wanted to go buy some, when it's really from that damn care package. She probably had to stuff that roller cart in a closet, you know, behind her so nobody would see it. Yep. It looks like it, Ashley. It looks like, yep. It looks like they actually sent her that care package, and she is ungrateful and smug about it as ever. But anyway, there's that, you guys. It looks like the care package was legit. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong, but let's move on. Am I sharing my whole screen? Yes, I am. Okay. Uh I didn't see this one. So someone says Foodie Beauty is so dense she doesn't see Salad and Melly making fun of her. I'm taking bets on those two secretly talking because who flirts with streamers' husbands right in front of them? Oh, Foodie, you dumb fuck. I see him flirting with the women in the chat all the time. It's hilarious, but I don't know what message. Salah, the gold dragon fruit is freaking better than sex. LOL. Yeah, that's a little suspicious. Who says that to another woman's husband right in front of her? Would you guys think that would be appropriate if someone was if you and your husband were hanging out with a friend and she was eating fruit and she was talking directly to your husband and she says, "Oh my god, this fruit is better than sex." LOL. Yeah, that would be highly inappropriate. Then here it says, Melly says, Salah, that's like asking a cat not to meow. I love your home cook AF. Salah, oh, he's so dumb. I'm not even. Melly, especially the cats in heat. Babe, you can cook a lot of delicious food. Good night. Huh. I don't really know what they're trying to say with that one. But anyway, she's so freaking high right
Just be
now.
nice to each other. Just suspend all of your judgments against each other just for this one stream. Just for this 1 hour. Just suspend all, like, you don't, this person, you don't like them in the chat. Like, just for the harmony, just who cares, who gives a shit, and just get along, you know? Just be nice to each
Yeah,
other.
she is super high in that clip. Oh, this is from the Fat Cow Chronicles. You guys have probably heard of this channel. We might get back to that here in a minute. There was something else, though. What was it? Before I get into the Fat Cow stuff. We already did that one. Oh, this is it. The Kaiella thing. Okay, yes. And then we'll move into the Fat Cow stuff. I know. I want to see the cooling pajamas too. But yeah, so Kaiella here sent a message to Chantal too. I hope this is it. Oh, this is from Kaibella's page. Okay, this must be it.
Well, he can't pick me up, so it's not true. It's true. And who gives a shit? Because he picked me, as fat and heavy as I am. And I'll tell you right now, your boyfriend would pick me too. So eat
Huh.
crap.
Hey Chantal, I just wanted to let you and everybody else know that the statement that you just made is 100% completely false. I'm not 100% sure what you're referring to when you say he chose you. If you're referring to when you guys originally met and you flew across the world to go be with a stranger online who wanted to be with you for monetary financial gain, then yeah, he chose you and that's not a flex. But then when it came down to him cheating on you, Chantal, I had to block him because he would not stop messaging me, he would not leave me alone, and he had zero intention on stopping talking to me. And I promise you that. So if it came down to a choice between us, he was figuring out a way to get me to Kuwait behind your back. I had to block him to stop it. There was no choice. That's just the facts.
Okay, so think whatever you will about Kaiella as a person. I love that she's still coming for Chantal. I love that for Chantal. But yeah, to say that he chose her, oh, he picked me. He chose me. And your boyfriend would choose me too if he could. Give me a break, girl. Again, who are you trying to convince? Yourself or us? Because neither one is working. Neither one is working. If you listen, and here's the thing I'm going to get into a little bit with the Fat Cow Chronicle stuff, because she did a really great video on the romance scam. But I think Chantel knows that she's being scammed. I think she's just pissed that we all know she's being scammed. You know, she wants to believe, or she wants us to believe that Salah really loves her. But we'll get into more of that in a second. I mean, the fact that listen, Kaiella, he was also trying to use Kaiella for money. A scammer's gonna scam. Would Salah rather have a pretty younger, skinnier girl to scam? Of course he would. A woman that he actually wants to have sex with? Yeah, of course he would want that. But at the end of the day, he's gonna want to be with someone who is going to financially benefit him, period. He is a scammer through and through. So he would like the whole package. That's probably never going to happen for him. And he's taken what he can get. But he was also asking Kybella about money. How much money do you make? How much money do your parents make? And I think one of his main goals is, yeah, of course, getting into Canada, getting into America. He wants to be sponsored. He wants that green card. And I think that even if Chantal were to be able to sponsor him to Canada, which from my understanding she can't, I don't think she would want to go back to Canada with him, because she knows what the deal is between her and Salah. I think she likes it that way. I think she likes to have that power over somebody. But we're going to get more into that in just a second. So yeah, this whole clip between Chantal and Kybella is absolutely ridiculous. Nobody would choose Chantal. Okay, no man would choose Chantal if to leave their girlfriends. Not to say that she doesn't deserve somebody, but and it's not even her weight that's the problem. There's a lot of very overweight people who are in, somewhat fulfilling, happy relationships. It's just the whole package that is Chantal. She doesn't do anything. She has nothing to offer anybody, except for maybe cracking the occasional funny joke. She wants a caretaker, which is another reason that I think, she knows what the scam is between her and Salah. And yeah, she just really doesn't have anything to offer anybody. And it's not because of her weight alone. That plays a part in it, sure. Because when you get that overweight, when you're 4, 5, 600 pounds like her and Amber Lynn are, your choices and what to do in your day-to-day life are extremely limited. And most people are not happy just to lay in bed all day. 90%, 95% of people, they don't want that for their life. So she would have a very hard time finding someone. That's why she is happy to get scammed. It's a mutually beneficial exchange between them. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. Kybella still, I don't follow the things on Twitter a whole lot. I actually just very recently made this page just to kind of try to stay up to date on stuff, but I don't post on here. So yeah, don't come to Twitter looking for my account, because I'm not planning on using it. But I just thought I would scroll through and get the updates, the highlights for yesterday. But yep, Kybella talking more shit, which is great. But Kybella is real dumb if she thinks that Salah was not also trying to scam her. And yeah, would Salah replace Chantal? Look, this is something people don't talk about a whole lot, and I wish I would have gotten these receipts before I came on to talk about this. I didn't know it was going to come up, but I just thought about it. If you read those text messages between him and Kybella, Salah and Kybella, there was a lot in there about, he was saying to Kybella, like, I'm not going to leave Chantal. You are going to be me and Chantal's slave. You are going to do whatever me and Chantal tell you. I love her. She's not going anywhere, blah, 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 blah. So those were in the messages, and it's not something that people talked about a lot because it kind of, defended Chantal a little bit in the whole situation, and kind of gave credence to what Chantal was saying. But do I think he was saying those things because he actually loves Chantal and that's the love of his life and he doesn't want to leave her? No, of course not. But that is a guaranteed pay pig for him. He's got a really good thing going with her. She hands over all of her money to him, and he gets to do with it whatever he wants to. So he's not going to give that up willy-nilly, especially to some girl who is not financially secure. So yeah, that's not the flex that Chantal thinks it is that he was saying that to Kybella. But those were in the messages, and those do deserve to be talked about. But anyway, let's move on. Let me get your guys' thoughts about that. And I'm going to get my next thing ready here. Right. Yeah. Pretty pathetic that all the women in the world that he scammed Chantal is the best he can get, says a lot for him. Yeah. Well, they kind of deserve each other. They're kind of a match made in heaven, a match made in hell, I should say. Hi, Blondie. In so many ways. And in really sick, weird ways, they kind of fit together well. Oh, thanks. Kuwait Camel Protection Society. That's a great name. Really enjoying this. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it, you guys. Yeah, can I just take a second to say thank you so much for all the support on my channel? It really does mean a lot to me. I made this channel because I spent so much time following Girl World, and I figured, hey, why not? Why not make a channel and get some of these thoughts off my mind and off my chest? And so far it's been going really well. So thank you guys. Yeah, she won't remember to not wear the PJs on camera. Oh, she will tell on herself. Yes, about the whole care package thing. It's gonna come out. She'll try really hard, but no, it's gonna come out. Actually, I think Salah got the short end of the stick. I mean, he did and he didn't. Um, what is this? Oh, I got a super chat. I'm so sorry. I did not see that. Anal, he's paid to humiliate her and she's Western white. This must have been from earlier. But thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. I'm sorry. I totally missed that. My bad. Oh, thanks, Pet Lover. Yeah, everybody hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. That he got the short end of the stick. I mean, yeah, he did and he didn't. I can't find the chat now. Awesome, thanks, sweepstakes. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think that he has it pretty well made. I mean, he doesn't have to work. He can still live his life however he wants to. He can go out in the middle of the night. And what is she going to do about it? You know, she might get a little pissy, but she understands the agreement there. She understands that, like, yeah, he's going to go out and do whatever he wants. The whole Kaiella thing, I don't think that it surprised her that he was doing it with Kaiella. I don't even think it pissed her off that much. I think she was only pissed off because we found out about it. I don't think she loves Salah like that. If you go back to the very first video I did on this channel, it was a reaction to her live stream. She pretty much admits that she doesn't love Salah. You know, she said she was talking about her other relationships, and she said, now, the men I really did love, the men I really loved, implying she doesn't actually love Salah. Like, she said, oh, well, when I was with people I really did love. You'll have to go back and watch it. I'm probably not doing it justice, but she pretty much admitted, and she completely implied that she does not love Salah. And I don't think she does. I don't think she does. Nader, she 100% did. She was obsessed with that dude. So I think that she kind of allows him to go out and do his thing. She just doesn't want us knowing about it. She doesn't want to prove the haters right. You know, she wants to paint this picture of the relationship between him and her. And as long as that picture is being painted, as long as that facade is being created, she's happy. She doesn't want us knowing about it. Yeah, Blondie, I've said since day one, it's a business arrangement. Yes. Yes. Okay. So let's get into this now. I'm going to show you guys, if you don't know yet, it's a new channel like mine is. You guys have probably heard about it. It's called the Fat Cow Chronicles, spelled with a PH. And people were telling me about this channel to go check it out. And I finally did, because someone told me to go watch the romance scamming video. Foodie Beauty, Portrait of a Romance Scammer's Perfect Target. So yeah, and this video is really, really good. Go check it out if you haven't already. And I pretty much agree with everything she said in this video about how Foodie Beauty is the perfect target for a romance scammer. And she kind of goes over how the romance scam works because oh yeah, let's watch this on Twitter. Because Chantal was trying to say, I'm not being romance scammed. I'm not sending a bunch of money overseas to somebody I've never met before. It's not a romance scam. So, yeah, that video kind of debunks that whole thing. Let's hear.
But one was like, why I would be the perfect.
Can you guys hear that?
Romance scam victim? And it's like, how? Where have I been romance scammed in my life? Romance scamming is, have you ever watched Social Catfish? These people, who have I sent thousands of dollars, even hundreds of dollars to? Like, besides the friggin' swordfish, you know that already. But like a romance scam, the person never sees the person. They're always being scammed into sending money by catfish. So how am I? I'm not stupid. So no, you're wrong about me. That's what pisses me off. People can just tell lies about you. Like it doesn't matter, you know. But like, how am I? How am I? I've never. Do you know how many messages I get a day from men who are? I can tell they're phony. Like, and they just want. Like, I know what a freaking romance scammer is. Okay, like, I really don't get it. How am I? How if you're insinuating that my marriage is? I mean, I've proven millions of times. Like everything. Like we're like okay, what would he be scamming me for? Citizenship. We're not going to Canada. You know what I mean? Money. I've never given him money.
Lie.
We've shared money like for things. We're married. Like it's so weird to me. Like how? But one was like why I would be the.
Yeah, so she's trying to paint this picture of a romance scammer only being someone that like you're talking to online, and you know, a person who claims they're a Nigerian prince or something, and you're sending them money in hopes of going to live in their prince castle or whatever. Like that's, yeah, that is a type of romance scam, but there's different types of romance scams. And you know, her with Salah is another type of romance scam. Someone who, yes, will be with you in person and will pretend to be your husband, pretend to love you in exchange for whatever it is you're giving them. Money, trips, you know, the promise of a green card or citizenship or being sponsored in another country, whatever it is. Like, she's so dumb. Listen, she knows that this is bullshit. I 100% think that she knows she's being scammed. And look, listen. If you know, you know. If she wasn't being romance scammed, she wouldn't be able to have the control she does in this relationship. Her and Salah are both control freaks. Like, they like having control over each other. It's such a twisted, dysfunctional dynamic between these two. And if like Salah was a real husband, she wouldn't be able to hold money over his head to like control him the way she does. And she wouldn't have like a built-in caretaker. I think that is really important to Chantal. Having someone who will wait on her hand and foot, because Nader was not like that. So she likes that. She likes someone who does all the driving, who runs all the errands, who will do the shopping, who will wait on her hand and foot if she wants. You know, this is why she got so pissed that night, you know, on live when they were live streaming, and she said, oh, I want Tim Hortons, you know, and he was like, they're closed right now. And so she looked it up and she was like, no, they're not closed. They're open 24 hours. I'm sorry, if you guys can hear my dumb clock, I have to turn that off. It annoys me when I'm recording so bad. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it does this little song every hour. But anyway, so yeah, all these things that she was saying about the Tim Hortons run, saying, oh no, it's open 24 hours. No, they're open right now. I really want Tim Hortons, babe. And then the next day, I think it was the next day, that's when she came on and was like, we're divorcing. I'm going back to Canada. I deserve respect in this relationship. And then like the next live stream after that, it was her fully done in makeup, sitting outside in Kuwait, drinking what, eating what, Tim Hortons. So she threw a big old fit about not getting that Tim Hortons, threatened to divorce his ass because she wanted those damn donuts. And then when he finally caved and was like, okay, I'm sorry, babe, let me go get you those donuts, then she was like, okay, I'm happy now. Like, that is part of the agreement, is what I'm saying. She wants someone who, when she says jump, they are gonna say how high. And you would be very hard pressed to find that in a normal, loving relationship. Okay, no one's gonna put up with that. Like, that's more like a servant boy, you know, someone who you pay to do your bidding for you. So yeah, I think she likes the fact that it's a scammy relationship. I mean, they're kind of both scamming each other in so many ways. But yeah, she doesn't want a normal reciprocal relationship. She doesn't want that. She has no interest in that. She wants to control the other person. She wants a little servant boy. She wants someone who's going to wait on her hand and foot, do whatever she wants when she wants it, and not ask any questions. So yeah, I think she knows. And she tries to poorly cover it up by saying things like this, like, what, I've proven our marriage is real, which no, she hasn't. She's never proven this marriage is real. everything screams that it's fake. In fact, the only proof that she has is that they're living in an apartment together, and in order to live in that apartment you have to show a marriage certificate, which, okay, it is true that in Kuwait you have to be married in order to live together in an apartment like that. But like she also told us, there are ways around that. There's loopholes. If you know the right people, you can get in. You can fake documents, whatever it is. Like, that doesn't prove anything. Her living together with a man in Kuwait doesn't prove anything. There's so many workarounds on that. But yeah, just trying to cover her tracks very poorly, I might add, in this little clip here. But anyway, go check out Fat Cow Chronicles, really good channel. I'm looking forward to seeing more content from her. She has really good insight, I think, into these things. But let's see. Let's see if there's anything else that I wanted to cover. I think that's about it, you guys. Yeah, I think that's about it. So good. We kind of got through that. Like I said, 5 hours of live streams from her. It was a lot to go through. I didn't want to sit here for 5 hours with you guys going through just some of the most boring content, I swear, that she has ever posted. But anyway, I'll see what you guys have to say about the whole thing. Fat Cow debunked that as well. They don't live in the same suite. He's never there, but always in the chat. Oh, interesting. I did not see that video about them not living in the same unit. That could very well be a possibility. I always assume that they, of course, didn't share a same bed, even though she tries desperately to convince people that they do. I always assume that she just lived in that second bedroom, and they both have their separate bedrooms, but they live in that same apartment. But yeah, I don't know how that works in Kuwait with a single woman. I mean, I don't know how she would get her own place. I'll have to watch the video because she is, in that case, she'd be a single Western woman on a tourist visa. So how would she be able to get her own apartment? Okay, single women can live in her building. Yeah, but she's a tourist there, so there's no way they're giving a tourist an apartment. But there could be a workaround with that too, fake documents, whatever. I'll have to watch the video and see what kind of point she makes on that. Popping it with Piggy. The audacity of Fat Cow talking about Shmi when her mother raised a forehead that getting hair dyeing at 50-year-olds pleb. What? The audacity of Fat Cow talking about Shmi when her mother raised a forehead tat getting hair dyeing. Oh, so you're talking shit, popping it with Piggy. What's your beef with Fat Cow? Were you to call a forehead tattoo part of someone's appearance is a choice? I don't know what you mean by that, but I know she has that tattoo on her forehead. I saw in her latest video. I don't really care. That's kind of a moot point for me. People's appearance is really on the bottom of my list when it comes to forming opinions about them. But that's just me. I know some other people it's not like that, but popping with P sounds like a troll. Yeah, I'm starting to understand that now. You think her look is cool? Yeah, she looks like a cool lady. I like interesting people, I mean, I don't know this woman from Adam. I don't know her, so I can't really say anything about it. But yeah, I like different people. I like people who are different and who kind of stand out of the crowd. They tend to be more interesting. So popping with Piggy, I hate to give you attention like this because you're just in here talking shit, but what, are you on Chantal's side? Like, what's the point of this? Like, why do you have such a problem with how Fat Cow looks? Like, why is that even a thing? Yeah, exactly. Are you Chantal? Right. Right. Yeah, I'll stop giving them attention. But anyway, guys, I guess that does it. Sorry to end the stream on kind of a sour note with someone trolling Fat Cow. And I think it takes a lot of, and I'll even say this for Chantal too. Um, I think it takes a lot of nerve to put yourself out there like that on camera. I hate being on camera. I've made other videos with myself on camera, not on this channel, on another channel. I find myself to be like very self-conscious on camera. I'm not a big fan. Maybe one day I'll go on camera on this channel, but I know Chantal's always saying cam up, cam up. And it does take a certain amount of like courage to do that, to put yourself out there like that. I mean, I'm not sure if I really want to put myself out there talking about girl world, like for business, for like business reasons. You know, if like someone were to come across that and make a judgment about me that I'm like sitting on the internet talking shit about two morbidly obese women. I don't know if that's a great look, but you know. Yeah, popping with Piggy, like I don't understand why you have such a problem with Fat Cow. Either way, I can give Chantal credit for this. I can give Fat Cow credit for this, and anybody else who goes on camera like that. Like you're backing up what you say, and you're putting yourself out there with how you look. You don't care. You're, you know, exposing yourself to everybody's judgment. And even with Chantal, like I have to give her credit for that, because she is pretty much making a spectacle out of herself. I mean, I kind of look at it as like, you know, the freak shows of the olden days when people would go pay and see the fattest woman or the smallest man, or, you know, the woman with the beard, the bearded woman. It's kind of like a modern day freak show, honestly. And yeah, I wish it didn't go into this whole talking shit here. Popping with a Piggy, okay. Well, right, yeah, good point. I think Girl World staying off camera is the smartest given the community. Right, it's right, and not just with Chantal and Amberlynn, just the community in general is kind of a cesspit. You know, it's kind of a train wreck in itself. So I'm not sure I really want to be associated with that in real life. Don't get me wrong, I love you guys, and it's great. I love being here, but yeah. Shut up. Popping it with Piggy, just shut the hell up, dude. I'm gonna... Here, I'm gonna put you in timeout. Think about your actions. All right, but I guess that's gonna call it a day for here. Right, right. I kind of do need mods, Blondie. I just haven't been around long enough to like know who to trust and whatnot. And I would be very lax with who I allow in here. Like I want people to be able to speak their minds. But when someone is disruptive like that, I might just have to take a chance with some of you guys who might want to be a mod. Does anyone want to volunteer to be a mod? And I'll just take a chance with a couple people who I've seen around if I'm familiar with your name, and hope for the best and see what happens. Cause yeah, I really I don't have those connections in Girl World yet. I did let them blab for too long. Yeah, rookie mistake on my part. Blondie is legit. Someone is vouching for Blondie. Okay, cool. Well, thanks, Blondie, if you're up for it. I think I have to go into my YouTube to mod people. I don't think I can do it through StreamYard. Yeah, I can't. Okay, hold on just a second. It's gonna blast my own sound here. Stop it. Okay. Let me... Thank you guys for volunteering. That really means a lot. Let me find Blondie's name here. There's Blondie. If you're okay with it, Blondie, I'm gonna mod you. Let me know if you're cool with it. Okay. Blondie is modded. If you need a reliable mod, I mod for a Kidney Jane. Would be happy to help. Okay. I've never seen your name before, Whole 180. I don't know who Kidney J is. Is that another... Okay, I have no problem supporting new channels. Okay, so you're cool with being a mod, Blondie? I'll block everyone, including myself. All right, point taken. Chow mein. Okay, well, yeah, Blondie is very well known, it looks like. Okay, Whole 180. I'm going to go ahead and mod you. Okay. Cool Cat, you're stepping up to the plate too. All right. So there's 3 moderators so far. Don't disappoint me, you guys. And that's about all I see. Okay. So there we go. We got 3 new mods. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Kidney J is a longtime girl worlder. There's a lot of channels I don't know. I kind of had my favorite channels. I don't watch a whole lot of reactions anymore. If I can catch them, I do. But with me making my own content now, it's taking up so much of my time. And once I watch Chantal and watch Amberlynn, it's like, I'm done. I don't want to rewatch it. I don't want to rethink about it. I just kind of move on. So yeah, it's kind of sad that I used to love watching a lot of reaction channels, and I do still a little bit here and there. Like I caught some of Jordy's live last night, maybe about 20 minutes of it. Kidney J is super sweet. Okay, I'll check them out. Oh, nice. Okay, I'll check Kidney J out. Didn't I mod Cool Cat? I thought I modded Cool Cat, but I'm not seeing you in blue. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we are. Right. Yeah, that exactly, Mermaid Tales. Yeah, I work for myself, but you know, I like to network to a certain point with people and make those connections with people, and I don't want people looking me up and being like, "What the fuck?" Like, who, what? This is what she does with her spare time? So. Chantal is a disgrace online. She has nothing to lose. Right. Right. Freedom Deep says, I found you through your hacking channel. It's wild to see the crossover girl to see. Right. Yeah, I had another channel. I haven't been on that channel for a very long time. Consistently, I post every once in a great while, but it's been years and years. It was a long, long time ago. I used to make content over there. It was a pretty big channel, but yeah. I don't want to do that type of content anymore, so I moved on. Yes, me too, Blondie. Yeah, yeah, for me, this is a fun, lighthearted thing. I don't take Girl World too seriously. I don't wish harm on the girls. I honestly, I wish the best for them. I know a lot of people are like, I don't care. They deserve what's coming to them. And to a point, I agree with that. I definitely do. But I don't wish bad for them. I wish for them to get the help they need. I would love to see a redemption arc for both of them. Is it ever going to happen? I would bet my left foot it's not. Never going to happen. I don't see them ever getting to a place mentally to make like real substantial changes in their lives. I think for the most part they're pretty happy with themselves. I think that they have these ideas and these fantasies of living a more normal life and being healthier and all that, but it's just that it's fantasy, and I don't think it will ever go past that. I think they like being somewhat disabled. I think they enjoy laying around and eating all day. I think they kind of like their position in life. So yeah, I mean, Amber's going all in, dating a feeder like she is. She is going all in. All her chips are on the table, literally and figuratively. And yeah, she's all in at this point. So yeah, it's a challenging category to keep channel going. Yeah, it had nothing to do with the YouTube censorship. Very little to do with that. I'm not a big fan of that community that I was once a part of. I'm embarrassed to have been a part of it, to be honest with you. Um, there's a lot I could say about that. I might go on my other channel here soon and kind of talk about that. But really, I have nothing to say except to talk shit to people in that community. So what's the point really? And yeah, that's why I haven't been making content for so many years over there. Yep, she is totally comfortable being 500 pound. Yep, I agree. I feel bad about the situation, but I don't feel bad for her specifically. Right. Yeah, right. It's kind of like on a human level, I feel bad for Chantal and Amber, and I just because they're also humans, I don't wish bad things for them. But at the same time, with what a terrible person Chantal is, and how she refuses any and all help at every turn, like, I do have a hard time feeling sympathy for her. It's kind of like, okay, well, I'll just be along for the ride. If you don't care, I don't care. Like she said the other night in one of her live streams, if I die, I die. Oh well. Oh well, too bad. It's like, oh, okay. Well, it's kind of hard to care about someone who doesn't care about themselves. You know, they're monsters. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're not the worst of humans. There's a lot, we think of people like Jeffrey Dahmer and, you name it, all the crazy serial killers and whatnot. Like, yeah, they're not the bottom of the barrel, but they're pretty deep down in there. I would say you would have to go fishing in that barrel for quite a while before you came across Chantal and Amber. If you don't care, then I don't care. We're not going anywhere. That's our chant for Girl World. That is the Girl World anthem. If you don't care, I don't care. We're not going anywhere. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. On that note, I guess we're going to call it a day, you guys. I could talk to you for hours. No joke, I really could, but I have things to do. You probably have things to do. So we're going to go ahead and move on with our day here. Yeah, it would be. Yes, absolutely it would be. Yeah, it's a helpless feeling for sure when someone is just bound for self-destruction, but there we go. There it is. But all right, guys, have a great rest of your day. I'll be back very soon. We'll do another late night live also for especially for the international viewers. But until then, take care everybody, and I will talk to you all real soon. Okay, have a great rest of your day. Bye. And thank you mods for volunteering. We'll see you next time.